Most people think great God will come from the sky, take away everything and make everybody feel high. But if you know what life is worth, welcome to our Facebook Live Monday coronavirus update. Deidre Melton helped simplify, my brother. Ella Flagger, Colette Moses, Mo said so. Yvonne Marsh, Tanya Bowers, Corey Lewis, Mike Missy, how you doing, brother? Marcella Mitchell, Rel KR, Keisha Wilson, Cassandra Gilchrist, good evening. Denise Irvin, Carla Henry, Nanny Evans, Bertha Moore, Maribel Eagle, Wanda Ralph Harrison, Dana Jackson, Donna Sellers, Carol Green, Michelle Coleman, Chancey Armstrong, Alice Thomas, how you doing there? Tawanda Dowdell, Sher, Ellen Shaw, Now You See the Light, Donna Lee, Sharon Fleming, Mozak Barnes, peace, brother. Kathy Michelle, Gina Fagan, Latanya Green Chan, Freddie Smith, hold the line, brother. Eduro Vaughn, Jackie Okiki, Isabel Cruz, don't give up the fight. Dorothy Croner, don't give up the fight. Venice Talaferro, Lorraine Heyman, Renee Holman, Carlos Lane, Janice Reddick, Adelia McElroy, love from the Central Ward, you already. Linda Bard, Cynthia Loyal, Supreme Elevation, peace, 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 understanding knowledge day, that's right. The builders build, you already know that. The Haviland Kitchen, Pamela Smith, Terry Hurd, Southport Jazz, Lori Jackson Betts, Reese Pureford, Crystal Golden, Carol Green, Vincent Rice, Rouse, how you doing, brother? Joel Daniels, Denise Ventu Fofana, Dion Fenton, Tamika Darden, how you doing? Sonia Cordero, Gwen, Ada Williams, Julia Barron, Nina Darby, thank you. I need the prayers. Adrian Michelle Bula, Deborah Patterson, Sal Lucci, peace, peace, hold the line. Michelle Naylor, Raheem DJ Dollars, Grant. Linda Barge, Lily Lopez, stand up for your rights. Sharon Stafford Williams, fool some people sometimes. Alice George, thank you. Samira Moore, Keisha Brown, Brenda Hamilton, Deborah Botson, Bradley, Denise Jones, Janet Jones, Sally Smith, Sylvia Woodson, Tia Griffin, Louis Scott Roundtree, how you doing? I know y'all know this is Bob Marley. Gladys Santana, good evening. Cynthia Walcott, that's right, mask up and get ready to vote. Marianne Darby, I know that's right, deliverance surely will come. Valerie Crump, Miss Ali, how are you? Nicole Franklin, Tamla Cook, Patrice Cunha, Sam Young, Amy Love. Nope, the landlords cannot increase the rent. It is a law that's been passed in the city, Amy. Tonya Smith, Deanna Morris Davis, Elsie Bailey, Antoinette Montague, Charmaine Mark, Sharon Barnett Brown, how are you? Rashawn White, Ambunette Keisha Llewellyn, Rayshawn White, Wesley Amorman, Monroe Johnson, Aileen Bell Pollard, Darnell Cromer, Marie Lee, how are you? Maisha Williams, how are you? Deborah Petty, Teresita, I was trying to sing, I don't really have it like that. Sonia Dabney, how are you? Karen Brown Stovell, how are you? Thank you. Sharon Martin, I appreciate that. Sharon Martins, Karima Muhammad Harris, Hessari Khan Neferah, how are you? Thank you. The service was great for Irv. I was so happy that we was able to do that for him. He went away very, classy. It was good. Queen Toby, Neferatu Mati Ra, greetings. Much love and protection to you too. Thank you. Belinda Potts, listen, I need all the love and protection I can get. Carolyn Tynes, Crystal Smith Jefferson, Mikey Liggins, Thomason Liggins, how you doing? Thank you for the prayers, Gwen. D. Brown, thank you, all of you, for the well wishes and the prayers. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. Chris Williams, Sinida Gonzalez, how are you? Donna Lee, Amunet Keisha Llewellyn, thank you. Get tested. We're at Summer in Chester. Go get tested now. Summer in Chester. We're right there getting tested now. Antoinette Montague, Jennifer Ahmad, Marilyn Sharif, Nadira Felix Muhammad, Doris Howe. All politics are local. Lourdes Castang, how are you? Alnisa Salam, how are you? That's right, Charmaine. We was rocking Bob Marley today. Rosalind Copeland Smith. Buddha Hurling. Butter Hurling. Let me get to these numbers. William Wu Smith. Robin Stewart. Gene Russell. Shout out to the Haynes building. Shout out to the Haynes building. Herman Gomez. How you doing, brother? Muslima Creative Daniels. Diane Murray and Timothy May. Let me get to this, y'all. So, the same people that try to create confusion and chaos, and you know who the author of. I got a nice little a post I shared from the mayor of Stockton, who is a good friend of mine, Mayor Michael Tubbs. He was talking about people who create confusion and chaos, not the friend of the community. Listen, there are a lot of people who can create confusion and chaos, but we know who the author of confusion and chaos is, right? And it's always up to us to clear it up, to have clarity of mind, clarity of thought. So somebody put this, was the same people, somebody, I just don't want to say these people's names because I don't want to give them credence. Right now, same people that run around here telling you not to wear masks, having protests so kids don't have to social distance. It's really like crazy. Who put this thing out like the mayor is invited people in to give vaccine trials, and the mayor did this and the mayor did that. You know, these people, you know, they love to foster negativity and ignorance. So I had to put out a press release really trying to address it. Ultimately, and just for people who don't know, University Hospital, along with Moderna, has joined about 90 other hospitals in the country to start doing these trials, these vaccine trials. It's completely voluntary, has nothing to do with the city. We can't stop people from volunteering to do that. If they wanted people to have information, they should give them education and stop trying to use this stuff for their own political benefit, which is reprehensible. Ultimately, and these are people who are trying to run and do all this other kind of stuff. But ultimately, listen, the head of the hospital, Dr. Sharif Emerhall, who is a man of color, who is taking the vaccine himself, and you know, that's courageous. I said, but I also said that, you know, we have to understand why people are afraid. We have to understand why people don't want to do it. We have to understand this country has had a history of you know, doing some things that have been detrimental, damaging to African Americans and poor people in this country as it relates to vaccinations, not just here but all over the world. And so people are nervous, afraid, and they probably should be. They have a right to be nervous, have a right to be afraid. But I don't want you to read a headline and make you believe that somebody's forcing people to do something, because that's just not true, right? You know, this is completely voluntary. And I would tell you, if you're one of the ones who want to do that, I would ask a million questions, talk to those people, get information, figure out what the side effects are, if it's going to harm you, all these things before you just jump into something. Don't let people offer you money and you just go put yourself in a vaccination trial. But do that. And some people want to do that because some people believe in science and they believe in it and they want to be helpful. So some people are going to do that. But nobody's being forced to. It is completely and totally voluntary. You know, me personally, I wouldn't go down there and do it. I mean, somebody asked me that, you know, because I just wouldn't. But there are people who may. It is completely and totally voluntary, 100,000%. It is Moderna doing vaccine trials with Rutgers Hospital, along with 90 other hospitals across the country. That's what's happening right now. They haven't begun, but they are actually they've been advertising it for about the last 2 days. And, you know, obviously somebody must have wanted me to say something. So they started putting this propaganda out, saying like the city is giving trials or something, which is like ridiculous. But, you know, ultimately, this thing is dangerous, man. This virus is dangerous. You know, I'm losing friends. I'm losing people that work with me. I'm losing people around me. It's dangerous. And ultimately, we need a cure. And 100%, we're going to need a vaccine at one point, right? And we're going to have to figure that out. And in the meantime, we're going to have to wear masks. We're gonna have to socially distance, and we're gonna have to stay safe. We cannot be in this condition in this thing for the rest of our lives. We have to do something about this. And so I'm just afraid that some of these people are working on this stuff too fast, and they're cutting corners and all kind of other things, because I think that Trump wants to have this thing wrapped up and buttoned up, called Operation Warp Speed. He wants to have it buttoned up before the election so he can say, look what he did, look what he did. But and so I would be careful, and I would urge other people to be careful as well, if you're interested in doing those kinds of things, and just be thoughtful and research and get information about what you're getting yourself into. But ultimately, we need something safe that is going to be administered to folks at some point going forward. So here are our numbers in Newark. We have 9 more positive cases today than Friday. 9 more than Friday. That's excellent. 9 more cases. We have 9 cases over a 3-day period. We have 9 cases. It was almost 3 cases a day, more than Friday. 760 since June 30th, and we have 1 new death since Friday. So we have been on a roll with these. We went through a whole week with no deaths, and so over a 3-day period, we had 1 death. So 2 days we had no deaths. 1 day we had 1, and so since Friday we have 1 death, 32 since June 30th. New Jersey has a total of 191,960 cases, which is 989 more than Friday, which is about an average of over 300 cases a day. A total of 14,165 deaths, which is 15 more than Friday. A total of 14,165 deaths, which is 15 more than Friday, right? So they average about 5 cases a day over the weekend. In case you missed Friday's update for the test positivity rates, in New Jersey, analyzing the data the way the state does it, the state's average positivity rate was 2.41. Newark's average positivity rate, based on the way the state is analyzing the data, was at 1.9%. 1.9%. So Newark, we're doing a little better than the state is right now in terms of the way they analyze their data. We're doing just a little better. The governor announced today that restaurants are allowed to have limited indoor dining starting on Friday. I really wish he would have waited till after Labor Day, because there's going to be a mad rush of people, and we're going to have to go down there and inspect these places. Governor Murphy has said 25% of the restaurant seating capacity, and in Newark, we're going to strictly enforce that. We're going to come around, we're going to strictly enforce the 25% seating capacity. Listen, if you're going to go to these places, here's what you should probably do. A, make sure you wear your mask when you're not eating. When you go into the bathroom, make sure you wear a mask in the bathroom. Make sure you wear a mask on the way to the bathroom, right? Some of these places don't have proper ventilation. And if you don't think the place you're going inside has proper ventilation, then you probably shouldn't go in there, right? If it's too humid and there's not proper ventilation, then the droplets stay in the air a little longer, right? And so you don't want to be in a space like that. So if you're in a space where there's no ventilation, you should leave that space and not be in there for long periods of time. If you're in a space and they've overcrowded it, you should leave the space and call the hotline 973-969-1122 so we can come over there and make them socially distanced inside the place. A lot of the restaurant owners are happy that they're allowing people to come inside, and other places allowing people to come inside 25%. And soon, I think right after that, he's opening up movie theaters and regular theaters to 150 people, or 25% of the space. 150 people. So the same thing in movie theaters and all this other kind of stuff. You need to wear a mask. You need to wipe down the chairs and everything you touch. And if it's not proper ventilation, you need to get out of there immediately. I won't be going to the movies anytime soon. I just don't think it's safe to be inside of a movie theater right now. I'm not going into the movies. I don't know. Some of these theaters may do exactly what they're supposed to do, and it might be safe for you. Some of them, I'm sure, are going to do what they're not supposed to do, and it might not be safe. But I would, weigh that based on your trust of the people who own the movie theater, right? I'm just going to continue to go to the drive-in down the street as long as I possibly can until things in my mind are just a little safer. I'm still going to eat outdoors. I'm not going inside to eat. I'm just not going inside to eat. I mean, not today, not this week, not this weekend. I'm going to be outside eating around here if I do that, right? I'm not going inside because I'm not ready to go inside, right? And you should weigh that on your own. If you're ready, then you're ready. And if you are going in there, you should make sure you're wiping tables down, or that you're sure that they're wiping the tables down. That you are in fact wearing your mask when you're not eating, and that there's enough social distance space between you and other people and tables, and that there's proper ventilation inside of the place. I would just make sure of that. But I'm not going inside to eat this weekend at all. So remember, you call large gatherings, 973-969-1122, 973-969-1122, 973-969-1122. If you see large gatherings, people without masks, people doing what they're not supposed to do, make sure you call that hotline number. Food relief program is still going on. We're going to be delivering food on Wednesday. We've delivered up to 2 million meals, or given out up to 2 million meals. We're going to continue to deliver. So if you know people who need food, make sure you put that information up here. Today we're testing at Summer and Chester, Summer Avenue and Chester Avenue until 8 p.m. We'll be there until 8. On Wednesday, we'll be at Westside High School on South Orange Avenue. Wednesday, we'll be at Westside High School. On Friday, we'll be at Avon Avenue School. Friday, we'll be at Avon Avenue School. And the following Wednesday, September the 9th, we'll be at Rafael Hernandez Elementary School parking lot. And September 11th, we'll be at Oliver Street School on East Kinney and McWhorter, East Kinney and McWhorter Street. We need you folks to go do these census. We're doing a bunch of census pop-ups. We're doing it Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the library on Washington Street. We're giving out $50 ShopRite gift cards to folks that need a $50 ShopRite gift card, one per family. You can come down there and get the $50 ShopRite gift card, but you have to do the census. You have to do the census. And we're there Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 2:30. From 11 to 2:30 at the Newark Public Library on Washington Street downtown from 11 to 2:30. We're doing a pop-up census. And if you fill out the census, you get a $50 ShopRite gift card. That's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And again, you can do the census on your own, www.2020census.gov, www.2020census.gov, or call 844-330-2020 for English, 844-468-2020 for Spanish, 844-474-2020 for Portuguese, and 844-477-2020 for Haitian Creole. Remember, we're still doing workforce development virtually. If you want training for vocational training or job readiness training, you can call 973-733-5386, 973-733-5386. Ask for Miss Porter, 973-733-5386. Or you can email her at porterst@newark.nj.us. Summer fun in the city tonight. We're going to be at Branch Brook Park. Tonight we at Branch Brook Park. Come out, join us in Branch Brook Park. And we're showing the movie Trolls in Branch Brook Park at the Lion statues there starting at 8 p.m. Bring your chairs, bring your blankets, wear your mask. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., I'm going to be on WBLS Facebook Live Census Town Hall with Ann Tripp talking about the census and everything that goes with it, talking about our community, social justice, and all kinds of other things. Please tune in 7 p.m. on WBLS's Facebook page, not ours, on WBLS's Facebook page. These are for the people who just came on. We have 9 more positive cases today than we did Friday, which is on average 3 cases a day, right? 9 more positive cases today than we did Friday. We have 1 new death today since Friday. Keeps us at 32 since June 30th. Newark, we hanging in there. We want to continue, and I want us to be careful as the governor opens up things a little more. Obviously, we're going to be strict in the city of Newark with our inspections, and we need you to follow the rules. Don't get your store closed down because you didn't follow the rules. There are a total of 191,960 cases in New Jersey, which is 989 more cases than Friday. A total of 14,165. 14,165 people have died from COVID-19 in the state of New Jersey. 14,165. New Jersey's test positivity rate is at 2.41. Newark's test positivity rate is at 1.90. 1.90. Remember what I said earlier. You should read our press release that we put out about the testing that's going on over at University Hospital. The trials, I should say, not testing. The trials that is going over there at University Hospital. Obviously, it's a University Hospital and Moderna thing. The city has absolutely positively nothing to do with that. We don't have the authority nor the ability to authorize any trials, vaccine trials of any sort. But we don't have the authority to stop it either. It is voluntary, and you need to make that clear with all those people that are trying to cause chaos and confusion. You need to let them know that nobody's being forced to do it. And if you are fearful and you have a right to be, then you shouldn't do it. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even think about it, and I wouldn't even go over there, right? So at the end of the day, you should do what's right for you and do what's right for your family. But don't castigate people who feel like that they want to go do that. What you should do is educate them on why you think that it is dangerous for them to be a part of that. That's probably what we should be doing, right? Our job to make sure we give people information, that we educate them, that we talk to each other, that we treat each other with humanity and dignity and respect, that it's okay to disagree. We don't have to be disagreeable, right? We don't have to have this kind of division that goes on in our neighborhood and the community. We could talk about the things that we disagree on and move forward. But I just don't like people saying that the mayor created trials, which is wrong. And the people who did that know it's wrong. They know it's a lie. It's a willful, deliberate lie. But ultimately, make your own decision, make your own choice. And at some point, we want a safe, clean, and healthy vaccine and cure for COVID-19 because we're going to need that in order for our kids to go to school safely, for us to travel the way we want to travel, and for us to do the things that we need to do. Nobody has to force you to do it. Nobody is forcing you to do things now. And they shouldn't force you to do it. Obviously, you should do these things based on your own will and based on your own information and education. That's what you should be doing it based on. But you have to get educated and informed. And don't be bullied by individuals who come up here and try to bully you. They think giving you information is bullying you. What they should be doing is trying to talk and give information and education, and not trying to bully people into getting into their position or getting into their ideas or getting into their beliefs. What you should be doing is educating our people, educating our folks on things that we think are important for us to know and learn in the city of Newark, and not bully people to believe in what it is that you believe in. That's a sure way to drive people away from it, by the way. And maybe we should have a full virtual discussion on these vaccines and cures and all of this stuff anyway. Maybe I'll organize that so we can have a full head-on discussion. I'll bring Dr. Elmer Hall. I'll bring all these people on. We're going to have a discussion about this whole thing, and so people can voice their opinions and their concerns about what they feel. And historically, this country has done damage to people, and so people feel afraid and fearful, and they should. So we're going to have a real discussion about that, and we need to have a real discussion about what does COVID-19 look like, as we move forward, particularly in the fall, in the winter. If there's going to be a second wave, we'll be dealing with the flu and COVID-19. It's going to be difficult. And people who have the flu, if you get COVID-19, they're now saying if you get COVID while you have the flu, you are more likely to succumb to the virus than you would have if you did not, in fact, have influenza. So it's important for us to know this information. Some of the top reasons that people are passing away because of COVID-19 complications is from influenza, respiratory failure, obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure. Those are some of the major causes of death that contribute to COVID-19 taking your life away. Influenza, respiratory failure, right? Obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, those specific things. And so we need to make sure that we take care of ourselves during this time. And more importantly, take care of your neighbors, take care of your family, take care of your community. That's what we should be doing in these times, doing our best to take care of each other, make sure we okay. Do me a favor, before you go to sleep tonight, before you turn it down with your family tonight, give somebody a call and check on them. Just ask them how they doing. Is everything okay? Do they need anything? And if you find out they need food, put their name and number up here so we can deliver the food. Do that tonight. If all 500 or so people on this thing calls at least one person tonight and let them and check on them, see how they doing, how they feeling. If they're okay, depression, all kinds of things are setting in. Call our people, our family, our friends. Check on them. Tell them you love them. Tell them you care about them. Give them things that they need if they need it, if you can. Check on your family. Check on your friends. One person. And the best of us could do two people. God bless you. See you tomorrow.